This is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media.
All right, hey, we got a hot one here, folks. You know what you're listening to, you know who I am, and you know who he is.
Yeah, I'm crazy, and I'm silly, and I hate myself.
Yeah, boy, I can vouch for all three of those. We got a little Moon Tower Austin talk. We got some good old talk about...
Tom Dustin and his birthday, and Pearl Jam, and Amy Schumer, and we love you.
And Joe moving in a new apartment. Listen up.
Ho-ho! Testicle Tuesday. It's Tuesdays with Stories, and you know who it's brought to. Take a guess, everybody. You nailed it. Mack Weldon. Tell him, Mark.
Big Mac. Love the weld. Mack Weldon's better than anything you're wearing right now, I'll tell you that. They believe in a smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. For you tards out there, this is the way to go. You can finally look good. It's the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, underwear, hoodies, and sweatpants you'll ever put on.
And it's actually easy to shop for. MackWeldon.com. You go to hoodies, you scan down, large, you give them your address, you plug in Tuesdays for 20% off. They mail it right to your house. Yours came overnight. You weren't even done sending and it was there.
I know. They're quick, and I woke up and I was wearing it.
They put it on you at night.
Yeah, all the products are antimicrobial, folks. Don't you know what that means? No stinky pinky.
No, you got a nice smelling pinky, and you go to MackWeldon.com, get 20% off, promo code Tuesdays.
You said it, sister.
I certainly did.
Not only does Mac underwear, socks, and shirts look good, but they perform well, too. It's good for working out, going to work, going on dates. We're gay.
Sex. Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Hot tamale! Good to be back. It's Tuesdays with Stories, folks. I'm your old sea captain, Mark Norman, and that's my tugboat partner,
Joe List.
Woo-wee.
Louis C. Captain.
Auga. I'll hear this. Now hear what is it? Now hear this.
I think it's all aboard.
All aboard.
Yes.
Yes, all aboard.
Oh boy, I'm in a $1 million mood.
You look good, you feel good, you smell good.
Do I don't think any of those are true.
Well, you smell all right.
I feel good. I think I smell bad. I've been moving all day.
Moo.
Yeah, it's been utterly stressful.
Hey.
Cows.
Yeah, well, why buy the cow when you can get the vagina for half off?
Yeah, it's true, but I'm nervous because we have a lovely woman in the audience today, and I get nervous saying the C word and the N word. You know, we like to toss those around.
Yeah. Is that a woman? I can't tell.
Yeah,
I don't have my glasses on.
It's a real lovely one, and we're a little crass and irreverent, so just be ready.
Are you going to be cool with that, Sister Hazel?
Oh, great!
All right, great. Good. Well, my taint is itching. No. Here we go. Well, how's the moving? You got some boxes, some tape, some dolly. You got a dolly?
That felt a little morning radio-ish. Like I set you up like, all right, Mark, I'm moving. Make sure you mention that.
Oh, yeah. Big man's in town.
The moving is well, listen to this. This is a humdinger. I mean, we're all over the map here. I mean, we're all over the place. You're on tour. We were in Moon Tower together.
Yeah.
We're both gay now. And
Sure.
I got Pearl Jam shows. It was my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
I'm gay. I had my own birthday. It's been a wild few months, and you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Boy, I was just recounting. I was like, today's Monday. Last Monday, within a week, I've been in 5 states.
That's great. I had a similar thing. I was
Yeah.
like 5 states in 6 nights. It was crazy. Yeah, we're living some wacky lives.
Kooky lives, baby.
Well, anyways, I'm moving from one place to the other, and moving is a fucking nightmare.
It's the worst.
I'm literally moving 150 yards, and it's all kinds of stressful. But last night, how about this? Stayed in a Manhattan Midtown hotel.
That is wild. That's a staycation.
Have you ever done that?
I have, and it feels good.
It's real wacky.
I told you I think I talked about it on here. Rich Voss, I'm sitting at the cellar. He goes, I got this hotel key to the Sheraton if you want it. I was like, you don't want it? He's like, no. I called up a dame. We went over there. We had a Hoot Nanny.
I remember that.
Hoot Nanny.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it's one word now.
Oh, is it one word?
Yeah, Hoot Nanny.
Hoot Nanny.
I believe.
Used to be a Hoot and a Nanny?
I think it was a Hoot and a Nanny back in the 70s, but then they combined them.
Huh.
We had to save time.
Good combo. I like it. It's like Brangelina.
Yeah, or Marlon Brando. Well, that doesn't make sense. Well, whatever.
Good to see you.
So I lived on. I shouldn't be giving my address away. I'll make up words. I lived on Big Dick Boulevard, and now I live on slightly bigger Dick Boulevard, 1 block away.
I think Big Dick Boulevard's in Harlem, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I did live there too.
Oh, that's right. And you're doing all right downtown.
I'm doing okay. I appreciate you being my hype man there.
Oh, yeah.
But again, we've talked about it before. I got long red balls, a crooked dick, a thumbprint, and all kinds of STDs. So it kind of overshadows, if you will, as do my pubes. They overshadow.
Oh, you got some rogue pubes. I've seen those.
It's just batshit. I haven't groomed since '84. I was watching Footloose with my parents.
Cut loose, foot loose, kick off the Sunday pubes.
Boy, Kenny Loggins, that was like unbelievable what you just pulled off there. I mean,
oh, you like that?
Yeah, we're kind of like brushing through. A lot of times we brush through, but I feel like I got to take a moment. That was like pretty amazing.
Wow, jeez, thanks. Well, you
Really?
can't brush through those pubes, that's for sure.
Kenny Loggins, what's up with that guy? Can we look up him? Is he dead?
He was a Top Gun. He
Top
had
Gun,
the
Footloose.
hit and two giant 80s flicks. He must be living on a cloud or something.
And those songs are legit. It's not like douchey 80s songs where it's like whatever.
Danger Zone's got a little douche factor.
Are
Come
you
on.
kidding?
Highway, come on. That's silly.
Yeah, it's a highway to the danger zone.
What
They're
does
pilots.
that mean? Was that drunk driving?
They're flying F-15s. That's what it means.
I don't know. I think it's got a little tool factor.
I mean, it's tooly, but it's sweet, and I love it.
I mean, I like the song.
Then there's Loggins and Messina.
Who's that now?
That was, I think, Jody Messina or something Messina. There was they sang together. They did little duets.
Boy, he really got the short end, huh? Never heard of him.
No, Loggins is the guy.
I know Messina, I'm saying.
Oh, Messina's a chick, I think.
Oh, so there you go.
I think. No, I don't really know either. It's just something I know off the top of my head.
What do you got, Showbo?
You're not looking this up? What's going on here?
They are both guys.
Oh,
see? Shit, I'm
not a
way
good
off.
sign. Maybe they're trans.
Loggins and Messina's a guy, huh?
Huh.
Who knew? What the hell did he do? Does he have any solo work?
Jim Messina.
Oh, Jimmy Messina.
Big Jimbo Massey.
James.
Yeah.
To the Lavens.
What about a net worth on Loggins? Is he in the doghouse? How's he looking?
Let's Google that, but those things are always bullshit.
You think so?
Well, Louis claims his was off by $30 million, and then Colin Quinn's says $10 million, and I've
What?
spent some time with him. I don't think he's worth $10 million.
Nah, he's not worth 10/20s.
I mean, by the way, did you watch Obama on the White House Correspondence? There was some great jokes.
I heard that was good. I didn't see it.
Yeah, great. I don't know who's writing for. I'd like to do that gig.
That's a good gig.
He had some fun gigs. He goes, next year, this time, someone else will be up here. We have no idea who she might be.
Oh,
That was a fun one.
You know, I heard Larry Wilmore threw out the old N-bomb.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I got to be honest. He came out and the first couple jokes were like, "Bah, the black guy, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, jeez. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I feel
tired.
bad. I'm tired of the whole thing. I'm the black guy and
Yeah.
everyone's the white guy. And it's just
Hack
like,
is hack. Come on. I don't care what color you are.
I think a lot of this, the white people talking race can be hacked too. Like,
Sure,
whoa,
of
boy,
course.
I said, bah-hoo.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a nerd. I can't dance.
yeah.
Shut up.
I just, once he starts with that, I'm like, I'm sorry. But I'm not racist because I watched Obama and I think he was amazing. By the way, I'm going to get hell for this. I'd suck Barack Obama's dick. I love him. I'd sign up for 8 more years right now.
Really?
I love him. I love everything about him.
Well, there you go.
I think he's great. And then like the super liberals are like, what about the drones? I'm like, drone away.
I love a drone.
Fuck him up.
Yes.
And then the people are like, yeah, but he's a liberal. Yeah, I like that too. I love him.
yeah, I don't know about the dick sucking's not going to help him in office.
That just might be fun.
All right. Well,
You
there
know.
you go.
I love the guy. Anyways.
He's half white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mother.
The mother.
'Cause that was a big joke for a long time. The only thing black about Obama is his dad left. That was a few
yeah,
people had
right.
that joke, I think.
Why was Dad left?
Yeah.
Boy, you wonder why these stereotypes exist.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I didn't write it. Just saying. Oy, oy, oy.
Now, were you there for the Schumer picture thing?
I was in the car. She was walking the car. I was in the car.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of saw it from behind a tinted wind, but it looked pretty rough. This guy was he was a douche nozzle.
Yeah, he tweeted, he Instagrammed, hey, just tried to take a picture of Amy. She yelled at me, but do you think that stopped me? So he did kind of like a fuck you whore, or whatever.
Yeah, she said don't do it, and he still did it, and then she flipped.
I told you the Val Kilmer story.
No.
I think I told you. Maybe did I tell on the podcast? I can't remember. We need a fan to be here. To like you told out in
Yes.
episode 9.
A super fan.
Yeah, preferably a woman with no shirt on, but
Yeah.
just not you. I'm saying you're not a fan, obviously. Damn it.
She will be.
Jeez.
And she will be shirtless.
Jesus Christ,
I'm
Mark.
joking. You can't have a lady in here. It changes the vibe. I feel like I'm neutered.
Did you say labia?
Lady or labia, majora, minora, whatever you got.
You light that up, right?
One of them, the majora. Menorah is a Jewish thing. 8 candles, I believe.
That's a nice amount. Well, anyways, Val, my uncle, he was out in Martha's Vineyard, and he has a classic car, an old Charger,
Yeah.
66. Same car from Big Fish, fun fact.
Ooh, great movie.
Oh, I love that movie. Anyway, so then Val Kilmer comes up, and he's like, hey, what do you got under the hood there? They're doing like the hood talk, these guys. It's a whole world, these car people, the muscles.
I wish I had that. I wish I had a little wine knowledge. That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, one is more man, and one's a little more lady. You wish you could balanced.
How about a scotch?
A scotch is man.
Yeah, a little blend, whatever the hell a blend is, a barrel oak.
It always sounds pretentious. Some of these habits, they're very, like I smoke cigars. It's impossible to smoke a cigar and not look like a pretentious asshole.
Of course. You're pulling it away so slowly, the smoke, you're sitting in a leather chair, your legs are crossed, yeah.
Yeah, it's real douchey, but what are you going to do? But anyways, so Val Kilmer comes up and he's like, hey, what do you got, the 385, the 6 valve? And he's like, yeah. And then my uncle's buddy is like, hey, can I take a picture? And Val's like, no, get out of here. I don't want to take a picture, Anyway, so what do you got, the hubcaps, the muffin, whatever? And my uncle's like, yeah, such and such. I bought it. It's all original, Block C, whatever. And then Val Kilmer's like, hey, I got to play. You got to come to my house on the vineyard. I got 20 of these.
Whoa.
You come hang out. I'll suck your dick. We'll watch Top Gun.
Yeah.
And Michael's like, great. And then his friend snaps a picture.
Danger zone.
And Kilmer's like, what the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? You're dangerous. And he whatever. And he called him Iceman. And Kilmer's like, fuck you both, you fucking douchebags. And they drove off.
Wow.
So my uncle would have been buddies with Kilmer. He would have been over there driving his drop top Benz or whatever you say.
Wow, man, what an idiot.
These pictures.
They can't help it. You see it at the cellar when Chappelle comes in or Romano comes in or Seinfeld. Everybody, they go, no photos. Everybody's just, their hands are shaking. It's like Roger Rabbit behind the wall, 2 bits. They can't take it.
Exactly. And I think it's hard because people want to prove that they were there.
Yeah,
People don't want to just experience it. They want to be like, look at this.
But that's the culture we're in now, is no one wants to really experience it. They just want the high fives later. They want the Instagram hits.
Right. And, I like pictures too, but it happens now with like I go to, these Pearl Jam shows and Eddie Vedder will stand on the barrier and he's like over the crowd and every single person has their phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just be there in the moment.
I know.
The guy's singing and like you're holding him up.
Yeah.
Stop videoing. Fuck it. Just fucking be there and then tell the story.
Right.
I think they're bad storytellers.
Oh, maybe that. But
they're like, I need a photo.
Don't you want the photo too? I mean, there's part of me going, I wish I had this photo forever. I could frame it.
I'm thinking I would like to have this photo, but I'm also like, I gotta be in this moment. I take a few pictures. What I do just Pearl Jam specifically, I'll take the first song, I'll rattle off a few pictures, maybe later, and I put it right back. But the videoing is annoying because you're bothering other people now.
Yeah, the video is bad.
Because I'm trying to watch and there's fucking 8 screens in front of me.
Yes, exactly.
Now you're ruining my experience.
Right.
And, I like to just live it, baby.
Live it. And the story's good. You tell it to them and they visualize it in their head. It's an art.
Right. There's something about the picture.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I gotta get to this moving thing.
Please. So, sorry, we went off on a Loggins tear there.
Yeah. This Messina,
I don't trust this Messina.
Yeah, he's suspect. Mm-hmm. But anyways, reminds me of the Meatloaf guy, Steinman. You know about that guy?
I've never heard. Is that the guy who made pianos?
No, that's Steinway, yeah.
Steinway.
John Steinman or Steinbach. That's Grapes of Wrath.
Steinbeck.
There's a guy that wrote all the songs for Meatloaf, and the album is Meatloaf with John Steinman. And then he wrote all the words and music. But Meatloaf is the fat douche that sings and wears leather, and he's in Rocky Horror, so he gets to be the hero.
I hate when people, they always say, do you ever write your own stuff? Do you have writers? And I'm like, how come I can't be the writer?
Right.
If some other guy did it, why is he better than me? You know what I mean? Like, why can one guy do it, but I can't?
Maybe they don't like your mojo when they meet you.
I guess.
They think this guy must be dumb.
Maybe that's it. But I wrote it.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote it too. We wrote it.
I'm going to get back to your moving thing, but real quick, I always look for apartments just as like a fun little fantasy of mine. It's like porn. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, you see the place, you picture yourself living there and dancing naked in the foyer, you know?
Yeah.
Checking the mail in your underwear. Woo-wee. But, so I found this place and I emailed the guy today. I love it. It's on 8th Avenue, 1 bedroom, great price, washer dryer.
Wow.
And I'm already, and the thing that caught my eye has off-street parking. So I'm like, I'm buying a car.
Wow.
So the fantasy is just growing and growing.
Of course, yeah. You always do that. We do that now with moving. I'm like, I'm going to have my little yoga Buddha
Yes.
set up. And then you start putting the books in. You're like, there's no room for that. I'm not going to do that.
No,
What am I,
no,
crazy?
no. Yeah, then you're like, I'll have a nursery here and I'll write jokes over here and none of it happens.
I have that too with the move. You start throwing stuff away. I found a box of cards, like business cards with my Twitter, because like I bought them. I was like, I'm going to hand these out after shows to get me Twitter, Facebook. And there's like, I never handed out a single one. There's
Yeah.
1,000 of them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, maybe I should start giving, and I'm like, no, throw them, because I've had them for 3 years. I haven't
Right.
handed out one, so just throw it away. It's not even worth,
No, get rid of it.
yeah, so I threw it all away.
But isn't it hard to throw shit away? It's weird.
Now I do it like a band. I don't even think about it. I just give it.
That's healthy.
Canner had a fun thing. He's like, just go bring it to the other house and then see if you still want it when it's there. Give it like time. Because I
yeah.
found some like keychain. It was like a Boston Red Sox keychain with official dirt from Fenway Park.
Hey.
And I was like, I don't want this. And Canner's like, you're gonna throw that away? And I was like, well, do you want it? And he's like, nah. I'm like, exactly.
Exactly.
So it's cool, but what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
Your things own you. What's that saying?
Yeah.
You don't own
they-
your shit. It owns you.
They
or
start
something.
owning you. Eventually
Right.
your shit starts, fuck.
Yeah, my shit smells weird.
I think it was Henry David Thoreau, that douche.
I love that guy.
I love him too. I just felt bad.
He had another great quote. He said, luckily they can't chop down the clouds.
Ooh.
That was about them, making all the furniture, not furniture, houses and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
I always think that. He said that in 1880.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he came to fucking Vermont now?
He saw all the pink berries, he'd freak out.
Oh, my
The Walmarts.
God. Not to mention the black president.
Oh, boy. Wait till he sees the next one.
I'd blow him. Or her. I don't care for her.
That's what I meant.
You know what I
care
mean?
for the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'll vote for her, but gee whiz. Not a likable gal.
That's the time we're living in now. If you don't vote for her, you hate women.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's how it goes.
That's silly. All right, so let's get to this move
So you're
hotel.
moving.
I'm moving from one place to the other. Then yesterday, so May 1st is the whole thing. May Day, May 1st. Derek's birthday. Happy birthday, pal.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Walsh.
Walsh. That's
Derek
the one.
Donovan Walsh.
Not a lot of white Dereks out there. That's good.
Oh, there's plenty of white Dereks. What, are you
I've
crazy?
never met a white Derek in my life.
You're not going to meet a white Derek spelled Derrick. I can tell you that. But
Is it him?
No, that's Derek Rose, and there's a few Dereks like that.
Black guys.
Black guys,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But the Derek, I think that's a very whitish.
I've never met a white Dare.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
you've met my Derek.
That's all right. That's the one. That's what I'm saying. He's the one.
What about Derek and the Dominoes?
I've never met him.
Me either.
Nor have I heard about the band. Is that a Steinway?
You've heard of the band.
Have I?
Ever hear this tune? Layla. Ba-na-na-na.
I thought that was Clappy.
That's Clapton's in Derek and the Dominoes. That's
was
the
in
band. Layla, baby.
What?
Yeah.
Boy, they got brushed under the ruggy.
Oh, Derek Trucks, another one. Allman Brothers.
All right.
Yeah,
there we go.
guitar virtuoso. Friends with Nate Bargatze, by the way.
Sweet Melissa.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that song.
Oh, yeah, it's a humdinger. Anyways, so I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, I find big, crazy weekend. I'm in Providence, Rhode Island. I take a 7:10 a.m. train from Providence to New York. And I'm moving on Sunday, May 1st, after 13 days on the road. Not ideal.
No.
I've been on the road for 13
13 days.
Come straight home and moving. Sarah, my lovely fiance, she's working Sunday and Saturday. She's working the day before and the day of the move. I come all the way down, 7:10 train, the whole thing. I got, bath mats and luggage stuffed into my bag. I got shower rings like Del, what's his toes from the movie?
Planes, Trains?
Yes.
Yeah.
Del Griffin.
I'm a real person. What does he say?
The genuine article.
A genuine article. Nice.
Yeah.
Paul.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, that's a kinship right there, folks.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that girls are not impressed with.
No,
But,
if they were, you'd be getting your tossed salad.
oh yeah, if like John Hughes movie details got you laid, I'd be Mark Norman for
Uncle
God's sakes.
Buck in my ass right now.
Buck in your ass. That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a title.
Could be.
You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I come all the way down, 7:10 a.m. I'm texting all the friends to help me move. I got
Yeah.
Veter, and Veter, what a sweet, sweet Jew of a man, but you can take the boy out of the Jew and the Jew out of the. He's like, well, what do you got? What kind of lunch are you gonna get? What are we talking when you say lunch?
Yeah.
I thought he was kidding. I'm like, I'll get you a Burger King. He's like, it's got to be better than BurgerKing.
Well, Burger King is a little low.
I'm being jokey, because I thought he was joking.
Uh-huh.
I was yes-anding. It turns out he wants to know the caliber of meal. He's like, Banya.
Yeah. He's Banya.
He is Banya.
Get the swordfish.
So then I go, well, you know what? This time, he's like, well, what time? Well, you got sets? I got to work on my writing. It's like I'm dealing with Hanley.
Oh, the lady hand.
I go noon to 3. And he's like, 3 hours? I'm like, noon to 2. Can you help me or can you not help me?
Right. It's like an appointment now.
Because here's the thing with these friends. If you say you can't help, I'm not holding it against you. I go, all right, thanks for responding. I'll talk to you later. I love you. But if you say you're going to help and then you're like, what are we lifting?
Right.
Then I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But anyways, I think he might have been half kidding because he showed up, he was there, he helped, and it was great. It was raining, it was 48 degrees.
Wow. Was he wearing a headband?
No headband.
I pictured a headband and like high socks, like athletic socks.
He had athletic. He had warm-up pants, which was adorable.
Oh, yeah. That's child size.
Yeah, they had little Power Rangers on the side of the whole thing.
Picture him stretching a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it was sweet. He came over. It was weird because we lifted. I'm 6'9", and he's 4'3".
Right.
So he's lifting like on his shoulder, and mine's like on my knees. So we have to like reverse the dresser sideways because he's holding it opposite.
Right.
So that was fun. So he shows up, he helps, and then how about the chick? We got to move 2 houses because Sarah has one place, I have my own place. So we're moving 2 into 1.
Right.
So we're at Sarah's, and her girl is moving in at the same time.
Oh.
And how about this douche that shows up? Gary and I are carrying the dresser. This guy just shows up. This has been my house for 10 years. The guy walks up. He's like, what are we moving? You're moving in and out at the same time? He's like, that's not going to work. We'll give you a couple minutes. Can I use your bathroom? Literally, those were all of his sentences at once as he appears.
Wait, who's this guy?
I don't know. I still don't know.
He's moving in, though.
He's a friend with a chick that's moving in. I don't know if he's her boyfriend that hits her or what, but
weird.
He's a piece of shit.
I hate him.
I hated him so much. And then Sarah was like all cranky. She's like, that guy's an asshole, like out loud.
Wow.
Which is always nerve-wracking because I'm going to have to fight him.
You got to handle it. You should have dropped a dresser on his toe or something.
I hated this guy. You're moving in and out at the same time. That's not going to work. I'll give you a couple minutes. Where's your bathroom? I don't even know the guy's name.
Yeah, give you a couple minutes. What are you on the clock? Who is this?
Piece of shit, that guy.
I hate him.
I hope he's dead.
Get rid of him. Cut him up.
I just hope he's not the girl's boyfriend. He's going to be there all the time because our friends still live there.
Oh.
He's going to be taking mean shits and rooting for Duke and,
right.
kicking over flower pots or whatever.
Yeah, I don't care for this chap.
So anyways, we get the van rented. I'll wrap it up here, but we get the van.
We got all the time.
Great. We get the van rented. We're packing up. We get all the gear. Mike Albanese is a hero. That guy, he just happened to, I live with him.
Mike Albanese.
Big Atlanta comic, funny guy, big beard.
Okay.
Not one of the beards of comedy, but has a beard. He's a big sweetheart of a man. And Vito, I feel bad. I was just joking. He did a great job. He's really helped out.
Vito's like a pack mule. He just puts you on his back, and he'll just mosey it on over.
For sure. So he does that. We move up. That was the ultimate yes and.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure he will.
Right.
Anyways, we pack up the van. I call the landlord, El Landlordo, and I go, hey, landlord fella, just wanted to let you know, we're on our way over, and where do we get the keys? You get the keys, the end of the mat, what's happening? He's like, oh, Joe, it's Greek Easter, Armistice. Armistead?
Amistad? Hell of a boat.
I think it's Armistead. Whatever the Greek Easter, do you guys know?
Greek
Easter.
Are you Greek? Yeah.
It's Greek Easter. I go, well, what's that mean? And he's like, well, I'm out with the family. I'm out in Jersey. I can't meet you today.
Oh, the obstacles.
I go, what? What do you mean? And I didn't even do that because I'm starting a relationship with this guy. He's super nice. He's super sweet. The place is dirt cheap. It's beautiful, brand new. But I bought a truck. I took a 7 a.m. train. I got 3 guys helping me. I'm paying to move.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, I thought, I was like, but, and I respond, I'm so shocked. I'm like, well, today's May 1st. That's what you kept saying. We're paying Sunday,
argument.
May 1st. And he's like, I know. He's like, I got the Easter. I can't go. The whole family tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
He's saying 5 p.m. tomorrow.
You got a box in your hand.
That's 35 hours later. And I'm like, we're homeless. People are moving into our apartments.
Poor Viter's got a dresser on his back.
I'm without a home.
Homeless.
So I call Sarah. I'm like, okay, Mr. Landlord guy, enjoy your Easter. Fuck. So I hang up. I call Sarah, and she's like, this motherfucker, we're gonna kill. Like she's going crazy. Like she came through the phone and stuff. It was just like at signals and pound signs coming through the phone. You know, she's like, this piece of shit. We gotta burn down his house. I hope he dies. Fuck him. And she's like, we're moving out. I'm not living there. This piece of shit. And I'm like, all right, calm down. So I'm just like, well, we're homeless. So I go to hotels.com. I booked myself a hotel at the Park Central Hotel, 57th and 7th there.
Ooh, wait.
Right by Caroline's.
Boy, you're living high on the hog.
Well, it was $130. Like I booked it day of.
Look at that.
Not too bad.
Have you heard of Hotels Tonight?
I thought that's what the same thing.
No, Hotels.com and Hotels Tonight, very different.
Are you
Hotels
sure?
Tonight is shit that night.
I feel like they might have merged.
Did they merge?
Because
I
thought I looked up Hotels Tonight and that's what came up, but I might be stupid.
Well, if you looked up Hotels Tonight, maybe Hotels Tonight. I don't know. I'm just saying Hotels Tonight is pretty good because they got to get rid of these hotels ASAP because no one's in them, so they throw them out, super dirt cheap.
Right. Flannery, look that up there because this is a similar site. So anyways, I get the hotel. And I'm like, we're fucking outraged. I mean, I'm outraged. It's 50 degrees. It's raining. And then it's not just tomorrow morning. It's tomorrow 5 p.m.
The whole day is gone.
So I don't want to give it all away, but I would be homeless right now. But what happens is he calls back about an hour and a half later, and I'm fucking outraged. And he calls back, and he's like, hey, Joe, I have to go pick up my daughter. She lives in the same building. He's like, I got to go pick up my daughter, so I can drop off the keys. I'll be there for like 5-10 minutes. I go, I'll be right there.
Hey, look at that.
I live 150 yards away. So I just drop the phone. I throw my pants on. I sprint over and I open the door and he's pissing in my bathroom. The first piss in the new house is him with the door open. I see his dick.
Really?
I see my landlord's dick.
Big Greek sausage?
Big wild Greek dick.
Wow.
It was in the bowl while he was standing.
Big baklava?
So there's this weird moment. He's like, oh, hey, Joe, I'm sorry. I used your toilet. Fuck me. Whatever. And he gives me the keys and I'm like, thank fucking Christ. I think he came to his senses that he's like, I'm fucking over an outrageous amount of people.
And what the fuck is Greek? I've never even heard of that. Greek Easter.
It's Easter. I don't know.
Like, get an Easter date normally with the rest of us.
I don't know what our Easter is. I don't know what his Easter is.
Easter's all a bunch of shenanigans anyway.
It's kooky.
Let's get rid of Easter. It says eggs and a bunny and Jesus. Pick a thing.
It is strange that Jesus came to life on a different day in Greece than he did in Canada.
Might make you think the whole thing's a lie.
Yeah, sounds like a big old Jesus H. crock of shit.
It's a ruse.
What do we got here? We got the.
Oh.
Yes, they
merged.
merged.
Look at that. They merged.
Yeah.
They merged, folks. You heard it here first.
So $130 at a midtown, eatery, whatever it's called. It's great.
Hotel stay is great for that. How was the hotel? Was it tiny?
No, it was nice. That's what I said. It was actually pretty big. So it was fun. We ended up moving all the shit in and get it all stuff. And it's really hard moving. You got so much shit. It's just overwhelming. There's just bags of shit in my house right now. And then we did that, and then we went, fuck it. Let's call it a day. We took off into the city and checked into a hotel. And I had this weird ego thing where I have to be like, I live here. It's a mistake. I'm a New Yorker. Thank you.
I get that completely. Where's all the shit? Where's your boxes?
It's all in the house. We jammed it in the house.
Oh, you got it in. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all.
But you didn't have a bed?
No, there's a bed.
Why didn't you sleep there?
Oh, because I bought a non-refundable thing. I call, I go, I got to cancel that hotel. And they go,
Jesus.
They're like, well, it says here that you bought the non-refundable price.
Boy, that is some New York shit. New York knows how to fuck you right in the poop chute, don't they?
Yeah, so if you ask me, fucking Greek Easter owes me 130 clams, but.
Yeah, well, good luck getting it back from those greasy fucks.
Oh, Jesus. Amy's right here, for God's sake.
The joke was meant to be funny to her.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Let's get this Wix.com out there.
Is baklava even Greek?
It's Greek, it's Turkish.
Oh, great. All right.
I never heard of that. I heard of John Stamos.
Yeah, and Greek yogurt.
John Stamos started off as Jesse Cochran. They turned it to Jesse Katsopoulos because he wanted to be more Greek, which I mentioned on a previous episode. Certainly no need to mention that twice.
Nah, that's a good little nugget for the new fans.
It's a nug, but they don't need two nuggets.
That's a good nug.
Boy, we're really good at co-hosting a show together, aren't we? Very supportive.
Quite a banter.
Yeah, supportive. Jason Banter. Well, you want to start off with the Wix?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Wix so much, but you start. But I just love it. I want to talk about it,
you're too
too.
excited. I'll take the reins here. It's a great business, this Wix.com. If you need a stunning website, go with Wix. With Wix, you can do it all by yourself. Wix.com make it easy to have an amazing-looking website on the internet. No matter what type of business you're in, show off your images in a beautiful gallery, grow your contact list, get all your social media in one place, just the way you want. Your customers are going to love it, folks. So what are you waiting for? Show the world you can do it. And look, I'm the least savvy tech douche on the planet. I can't even open a laptop without shitting myself. And I love these people. They make it easy, they make it fun, and it's cheap and cool.
Hey, that reminds me of one of my favorite companies. I think you heard of it. Books. Mother's Day is May 8th. That's next week, if I'm not mistaken. I know. May 8th sneaks up on you every single year. But look, you've still got enough time to order Mom the best flowers of her life from Books.com. Books flowers are, in a word, gorgeous. Tell them a little more, Mark.
Well, you're not going to like this, but their flowers are grown on an eco-friendly farm on the side of a volcano.
Whoa!
A volcano! Yeah, we should throw a virgin in there.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Thank God those days are over, huh? Books, the blooms are larger, the colors are more vibrant. Look, you love your mom, you came out of her snatch, throw her a bone, get her something nice. It's better soil and more sun at a lofty 10,000 feet thing. What? Who wrote this? Order from Books.com today. Because if you want to wait till the last minute, you're going to get second-rate flowers, and your mom deserves better. You know that. So, she knows second-rate flowers. These are gorgeous flowers from the Books. If I really do say so myself, thanks, Mom, for all you do. Show her you care.
Books prices start at a mere $40. A mere $40, everybody. You have $40. Give me a break. It's a spot and a half in the city if you're a comedian.
Yeah.
$40. No upcharges, no extra fees. Even delivery is absolutely free when you register with the Books.
Wow.
Listeners of our show save 20% off the bouquet of your choice. Just go to Books and enter promo code Tuesday or Tuesdays? Tuesdays? Plural. Every Tuesdays.
There you go.
Just remember it. All right.
Do it for Mom. She's a good egg.
Yeah, she is. If she's dead, get it for your aunt.
Yeah, she could have aborted you.
Yeah, and sorry if she's dead. I mean, that's a tough thing to deal with.
Oh, God, I couldn't imagine. Although my mom is a little annoying. I could use a break.
Well, maybe a coma would be nice.
A coma!
Yes.
I love a coma.
Great Guns N' Roses song. It's
Yeah.
similar to comma. I love a comma.
Commas are underrated. Don't get me started on semicolon.
Those are rated properly.
You don't like a sem?
I think it's fine. I think they're properly rated.
All right, it's a style choice.
Well, anyways, I got way more, but I'm gay and I'm crazy and my asshole's leaking. Why don't you talk a little bit?
Would you have some Oleans?
I don't know.
What was it? What was that chip that gave you anal leakage?
Oh, I don't know. Did anybody do a bit about it?
A lot of bits.
Yeah, Romano had one.
Romano did a big one. O'Leary? Olean? Olay.
Oh,
Might have been Olay.
Olay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell me something. Tell me about some of these dames or the stadiums.
Oh, boy. Well, I want to recap a little bit of a Poon Tower.
Oh, yeah,
we
Poon
call it,
Tower, yeah.
Or Moon Tower to the locals.
Yep.
Had a hell of a run. We did 3 days in Austin, as you know, from last week. But we did a recap of the first night. We had 2 nights after that. So I just want to say the third night, it was an amazing hang. We had a show called New York's Finest. Some of the best comics in New York doing a big theater in the middle of downtown Austin at the Paramount. It was amazing. And it was Joe, Big J, Kurt Metzger, Dan Soder, Sean Donnelly, just a good group. And we started telling stories in the green room.
Yeah.
And it just got to be amazing and fun and lovey. And we left, and there was a big after party across the street, the final party of the festival. And we go, well, I guess we got to go to this after party. And then you say, fuck it. Let's all screw the industry. Let's go down to the river.
Well, I felt like we had the group. I was like, this is the group.
This is the group.
We had a good group there.
Yeah.
But that party looked like something else. There was 1,000 people out there.
Party was bananas. They had a live band. It was open bar. It was fucking labia as far as the eye could see.
Yeah, how'd you make out?
Well, I wanted to go to the river, but I was like, look, I made some friends with this fest. I made friends with Brad Williams and Jimmy Carr. So I was like, I want to say bye to them.
Right.
I'm not going to come back after the river. Who knows? I might get raped.
Right.
So I go in and I go, I'll meet you at the river. I go on the party. I shoot some guns. I do a few winks and shake some hands and pat some asses. And then I bolt out of there after about 15 minutes. I text you, no answer. I text Ari, no answer. So I was like, fuck it. I know where the river is. I'll just walk to the river. So it's me and Andy Fiore of Sirius fame. He does shit for the bonfire.
Yeah.
And we're walking the whole time. He's like, I don't know about the river. What are we doing? It's fucking midnight. I got to go to bed. I'm like, let's just go to the river. It could be great. You know, who knows what's going on down there? It's a good group. So we get to the river and, no phones. It's like the 80s. No one's answering the phone. So I'm just like, all right, let's go find these kids. So we get into the river. We just head down the tall grass towards the water. And we see a couple riffraffs off in the distance. We're like, that must be them. We get up to these weird, it was like a bunch of Chicano gangbangers smoking doobies and, crack pipes. We're like, sorry to bother you. And we tiptoe backwards.
Right.
And
that's not far off from what we were doing either.
I guess, but these guys had no sleeves.
Well, neither does Jay.
Yeah, that's true. Jay, they were wearing his Legion of Skank shirt, to be honest. So after that, Fiore gets spooked. He's like a kid in a Scooby-Doo cartoon. It's like, whoa, I gotta go home. So he pulls out. So I'm like, shit, I don't want the night to end.
You were fucking?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So right when he's like, I'm gonna go. I'm like, well, I guess I'll go too. I get a text from the girl from the first night who got my number at the show.
No, the one we talked about.
The hot chick.
The called the shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Called the shot. Yeah. So I go, oh my God. And she goes, why don't you come to my place? I'm like, oh geez, here we go. This is a done deal. And I go, I'd love to come to your place. I'll Uber there right now. Give me the address. She gives me the address. It's like 4-minute walk from the river.
Oh, wow.
Like, this is a sign from Allah. I got to do this. So I just say, fuck it, I'm walking in. I punch in the old GPS satellite navigation system, and I just start heading towards there. And I was like, all right, it's like a big condo building. And I was like, well, what's the apartment number and all that? And nothing. Radio silence.
Oh,
so
boy.
I'm like, well, what the hell's up with this chick? She's teasing me. So I get to the address, and it's like a giant, beautiful, upscale, crazy mirrored building, like from the future. It was called the Catherine. Had a name.
The Catherine.
When a building's got a name, you're doing some high-end business.
Yeah, I got no name in my building.
Nah, you need a name. You should name it.
Maybe I'll name it.
What are you thinking?
Maybe Tugboat.
Ooh, choo-choo.
Porcupine.
All right, too many. So I get to the Catherine, checking the phone, nothing. Checking the phone. So now I'm just standing. The door has a punch key or whatever, a keypad to get in.
Yeah.
I don't know the code. So I'm like, I'm so close. She's in one of these buildings. We're in one of these rooms.
Oh.
I'm right there. And you remember how good-looking she was.
Yes, I've had this happen to me, by the way.
Yeah?
The girl tells you to come out and you
Yes.
drive out. I had a girl had a big crush on her, and I was high and drunk, and I was like, I can't drive. And she's like, come on out here, big boy, whatever. And it was out by the beach, like Rockaway. And I drove out there drunk and high, and I was at her hotel. She didn't open the hotel door. Like I was knocking on the door. She never answered.
Yeah.
And I'd risked my life and limb.
And nothing?
Nothing.
And then what, tomorrow, the next day, she's probably like, I was sleeping.
Oh, yeah, passed out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you fucking I still resent this person for
Yes,
that.
it's the worst. And, I'm in a new city. I'm out in the middle of the river. I don't know where I am. I think I'm at the Catherine.
You're covered in deer ticks.
Yes.
So what happens?
So, I'm like, got a kind of a buzz going. It's hot and sweaty out. And I'm just like, what am I doing? My flight, I'm getting picked up for my flight at like 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, because I texted you the next day. I was like, let's get smoothies. You're like, I just landed at LaGuardia. I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
I landed like 11 a.m. It was crazy.
Wow.
Flight was at 6:10 or something. So I'm like, I'm weighing the sleep. Maybe I can figure out the code. Maybe I can punch in. You had one of those things where you could scroll digitally through the names. And I was like, I know her first name, so maybe so I'm just doing, I look like a weirdo. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Cars are driving by, slowly looking at me,
Yeah.
And so then eventually I'm about to give up, and these two drunk guys show up in like button downs, and they had a whole wild night, and they're like, what's up? And they were singing some song, and I started singing it with them. And they were like, yeah, you're cool. And they punched the code in, and I just slide in with them.
Uh-huh.
So now at least I'm in the building.
Yes.
So this place is probably like 25 stories. So I go to the elevator with them, and I watch them punch the code. It's the same code to use the elevator. This place is upscale.
Yeah, the Catherine.
The Catherine.
For God's sakes.
Kathy.
My God, the Catherine.
So I watched it. It was like 12:28 or something. And I was like, all right, I got the elevator code. This is what I'm going. I'm turning into a fucking MacGyver here just to try to get some gash.
Yeah.
And so I punched the code, or they punched the code, and now we're in the elevator together. I'm with these guys. I needed some contact.
Mm-hmm.
I've been standing out in the cold for a week. So they go up to floor whatever, and I just go. They go, what floor are you on? They push 16, so I'm like, I'm going 18. So they go, okay. So they get out at 16. Now I'm in there. I'm on the 18th floor, just walking around, waiting for the text.
Right.
Just trying to kill time. Like, what the hell is she doing? So I text back, nothing. Text back, nothing. Finally, I'm about to leave. I go back down to the first floor, and she goes, what's up? And she hit me on my Facebook message.
What?
Yeah, I was like, why the Facebook message? But whatever, I'll take it. So she goes, hey, I'm in the lobby. And I go, I'm in the elevator. I'm on my way down. She's like, all right, great. We meet up in the lobby. We start making out like crazy. I'm like, what the hell happened? What was this Facebook? She's like, I lost my phone. I can't find it. So she was on her way to the Catherine. She had lost her phone before that.
God, these little things go wrong. You lose a phone nowadays.
It's huge.
But you might as well take your own life.
I know.
Jeez.
So we go back to her place. She's like, yeah, I got some friends over. I'm like, oh, that's always a bummer when you hear that.
Because you got to wait out the friends.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, cool. And she swings the door open. It's the two drunk guys.
Oh, boy.
They were sitting on a bed with two chicks. Those are their boyfriends.
Oh, my God.
I could have just gone with them.
Jesus. Lick my taint and call it a love story. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It was crazy. I was like, oh, and they were like, what? Huh? Like, the girls were like, you guys know each other? We're like, we used to sing in an a cappella group. I made up a whole thing. And they're watching that Beyonce nonsense, the Lemonade tits or whatever.
I don't know any of that.
Yeah,
I don't know any of that means.
It's a thing. It's pretty popular.
Yeah.
So they're watching that, and she goes, "Oh, I do the let me get a tour.
Oh, the tour.
Love the tour. Big fan of the tour.
Great Dane Cook bit.
Remember
that tour one?
Yes. So we go on the balcony, and I remember this very well.
Balcony?
She has this place is beautiful. We go out on the balcony, and we start making out on the balcony, and she's pressed up against the railing. And we're making out, and I remember opening my eyes, and her hair is blowing in the wind. 'Cause we're so high up. It was hot. It was
Boy, you're
great.
like Suge Knight and Vanilla Ice.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he hung her off the balcony.
He hung Vanilla Ice off?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Really? I heard it was another guy.
That was Vanilla Ice, but he's a pathological liar, so who knows?
Yeah.
But Suge's a real bad guy.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. Big man.
Yeah, big bad guy.
There's some people say he killed Tupac. Like it's all inside anal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's, conspiracy weirdos out
Some
there.
say he's alive, so who knows?
Oh, what about Elvis?
Yeah, they're both hanging.
Yeah.
All right, so you're making out, her hair's flowing.
We're making out, and she's wearing one of those rompers. Is that what you call it? A romper?
A romper, yeah, it's like a one-piece thing.
I love a romper.
Yeah, okay.
It's hot. You got the legs coming out one end, the head the other end. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it just feels like baby clothes to me.
Maybe that's why I like it. Put a diaper and a rattle on. I'm into it.
I pictured two little buttons on the butt, and you open it, and then you poop
Ooh.
out there.
Hey, that could be convenient for me.
Or you bone.
Yeah.
How come always one of those things, one of the buttons was always undone? In those, like, paintings, it'd always be like one was undone, so you see his butt cheek.
Probably some pedophile artist.
Yeah, button that second button.
Yeah.
I want to see a butt.
Also, weird to have a shit trap door.
Very odd.
Yeah.
It's for really cold climates, I think. You don't want to take your pants off.
Geez, get a heater.
I wouldn't mind one of those because I have weird inner thigh pimples that I don't care for to look at.
I got a few of those too, but yours might be herpes.
I don't know what's going on down
right.
there, but it's spicy. All right, so get in there. You're on the thing. She's wearing the romper.
Wearing the romper, and so I go, oh, there's got to be more to this room or this apartment than the balcony. And she's like, yeah. So we go in the bedroom, just going at it. And this is a looker, And
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, she's she's a humdinger. So we are going at it, and I get that romper off. She does that thing where we're making out, like rolling around, and she pins me over. She's straddling me and just takes the top off. And
Her
just
top.
like her top.
Yeah.
And just like staring up at these amazing,
Bosoms.
Gonzagas or whatever you want to call them. Bosoms, thank you. And and then that was it. We just went at it for 6 days. And I was like, I got to go. And she was lovely, and the whole thing was great. And I probably left there at like 3 a.m. Got back. I Ubered back to the hotel. Probably got back to the hotel at 3:45. Fell asleep. Woke up at 5. Jumped in a car.
Wow. Now, what happened to the two fellas, the two bankers or whatever?
They were with their chicks.
So there's 3 chicks living in this house. It's a big joint.
Big. I don't think this was her house.
Oh, I see.
She was mooching.
Wow. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hell of a night, and it was one of those things, though, we were walking along the river, and none of us had our phone. It wasn't like we were like, fucking Normand. Like, we just didn't have our phone. We came out, and I texted, and I was trying to get you, but...
No, it wasn't a big thing, but it all turned out great, and went to the airport. Mateo Lane and Opie and Jim Norton are all at the airport, so we hung out together.
And Soda, right? No, he was on the later one.
Soda was on the later one, then he got fucked.
What do you mean?
You heard about this?
No, I was with them.
Soda was giving me shit all weekend. Oh, man, you're taking the 6 a.m. flight? What are you, an idiot? My flight's at 1 p.m. What are you, crazy? Sleep in, you idiot? And I was like, I'd like to get back early. And then I get a text from Soda. He's like, at 5 p.m., he's like, yeah, I'm in Philly. I had to fly to Philly. Now I'm renting a car, driving to New York.
Oh.
It's like, you got fucked.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was bad.
That sucks. Yeah, that was just a special weekend. I mean, everything was amazing. We did me and Ari and Annie and Fahim, we all went kayaking.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where we're just walking around. Annie and I were hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And then you went to do Opie.
Yeah.
And then Annie and I were strolling around, and we're yucking it up and trashing everybody. We bump into Ari, and he's like, I'm going to go for a walk to the river. We're like, all right, we'll go with you. We bump into Fahim. We're like, we're walking to the river. He's like, I'll join. And then Ari and I were shirtless. We're walking around. It's sunny. It's fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
We come along the kayak. They were like, let's go kayaking. So we went kayaking.
I love it.
Sperm of the moment.
Yes.
We kayak, run to the bridge, the whole thing, and then we come back, and then you bump into Soda, you bump into Okerson,
Right.
you go get queso. We had a huge, big group dinner, which is amazing.
I saw I was jealous.
Yeah, it was real fun. Yeah, that's the problem with having shit to do is you miss out the stuff. You know?
I know. Although those Opie shows were pretty great.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever felt to being in a band when we did that show because, the 8 of us were upstairs. And then there's a whole crowd downstairs, and they have the guy at the bottom of the stairs give the thumbs up, like, it's time.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Let's go.
Right.
And then you, like, walk in individually. It was like a band.
That was a band.
It was like appearing. It was fun.
It was a comedy band, and there was really the tweets were great after that, and just some good feedback. Also, it's cool to have a live audience because I feel like we're funny douches, but you can't really be that funny on someone else's radio show,
Right.
without taking it over. Like I go on Opie all the time, and I feel like I got a million lines, but I'm like, I don't want to overstep, and Opie's talking, and Jim Norton's like a hilarious guy, so I don't want to talk too much if he's here. And,
Right.
But with this crowd, I was like, this is it. We're shining. Opie didn't say 3 words.
Right. Yeah, it's hard. That show is hard because there's so many people and there's so many like brilliant people on the show. And I had a couple of funny things. I wanted to tell this one story, but I chickened out. But this guy was videoing. Brad Williams was walking in front of me when we all walked in.
Yeah.
And the guy was videoing him, and Brad made like a funny face. And I had my face ready to make, and the guy turned his camera off as soon as Brad, like it was Brad, and then it turned for my time, and he just put his camera down, like, I don't need to film this piece of shit. But I was already making. I was like doing like double gun, like, hey.
Well,
and he was like, I don't know this guy.
You got midget and regular guy. You're gonna go for the midget.
Yeah, of course. But I thought it was like he was filming everybody coming by, and I think he did. And then he was like, this guy, I don't know who this piece of shit is.
That's a bummer.
So that was a fun moment. It was funny.
All
What are
right.
you gonna do? But yeah, we all went, like you said, we went down to the river, and that felt good. It was me, Big J, Christine, Dan Soder, and Ari, and Sarah, and her brother.
Yeah.
She's a woman, and yeah, we just strolled up and down the river for like 3 hours.
Wow.
Full moon, telling stories, old bits. We were doing Regan bits. We're doing Seinfeld bits. I'm
Oh,
telling
my
old
God.
Boston stories, and one of those special nights. We were up till 5 o'clock in the morning. Sarah and I went to late night Wendy's. We had intercourse. We consummated the festival.
Oh
and-
my God! I
Just,
could have bumped it on the way out from my consummation.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking because you texted and it was like 20 minutes later or 45 minutes later, and I was like, we're walking back now. I wasn't sure if we were, but you never know who you're going to bump into with those goddamn things. But
That's true.
just a special time. And then I left Austin, went to Houston with her family. I went from Philly to Austin to Houston. Then I have time for this, right? Then I flew there. I flew to Dayton to rent a
Jesus.
car to go to Pearl Jam in Lexington, Kentucky. But first I had a one-nighter in Louisville.
Wow.
So as you know, it's been a problem on the show before. I have no credit. So I get to Dayton, and literally I'm picking up Tom Dustin the next day. I got to drive to 4 different cities. I reserve the car, and they go, yeah, you got no credit, you piece of shit. You had herpes and what's the other one? Kidney. What's the thing in here? Appendix.
Aha.
I had my appendix taken out, never paid the bill because it was $75,000.
Wait, you had your appendix out?
Yeah, a few years ago.
Ah, how about that?
Yeah, it was 2009.
Everybody I've talked to who's had their appendix out has never paid the bill. They're making no money. It's like Netflix. They're
Yeah.
not making any money on that shit.
It's crazy. I mean, they really hand you a bill, and it's bananas. And I was like, well, I can't even pretend to think about paying this.
Yeah.
But
So you just kept on moving.
yeah, so I have no credit, so I try to get a car. I can't get a car. Eventually, Alamo rents to you if you have your return flight.
Yes.
So I go, this is my return flight, yada, yada. The guy was a douche. It cost me like $300 almost. And then, so I drive to Louisville, did a one-nighter there, a cool show on a Monday night in Louisville. It's in this cool bar upstairs, like this big barn, and it's donations only. Made $120.
What?
Yeah, and had a couple fans there.
What?
A couple of Tuesday fans showed up.
Wow.
10 p.m. show.
Damn.
Hell of a burger. Renan Hirschberg, do you know that guy?
I know Ryan. He's a funny cat.
Funny guy.
Very
yeah.
funny. Dark.
Yeah, dark and
Tortured.
funny.
But
Yes.
funny. Jewish.
Sweet guy. And that was fun. Dan Altman, I think was the other guy's name, who ran the show. It was actually his show. Alden.
I saw the photo. It looked cool.
Yeah, it was a cool place. And then I got my own hotel, stay in the hotel. Next morning, I drive over to the Louisville airport, and I pick up Tom Dustin, my old pal, past guest, one of my all-time dear friends.
Tommy D.
It's his birthday.
Hey!
I pick him up. I call. I Google up. I go, where's the best barbecue in Louisville? I call this woman, and it's like this. All these reviews are amazing. You got to eat this place. You'll come all over the place. And I call. I go, just making sure you're open. She's like, well, we're closed.
What is it, Greek Easter?
It was a real Kentucky meets Boston. I was like, well, what do you mean you're closed? I just read 50 reviews. She's like, well, that's for the food truck. I go, great. Well, where's the truck? She's like, well, the truck's closed today.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, well, where is it parked? She's like, you can get it on Thursday. And she's like naming all these days. It was one of those things where the person's really sweet and thoughtful, but I'm like, you're useless to me, so I just want to end the conversation.
Yes.
I'm here for one day only. And she's like, well, what about Thursday? We'll be parked at this intersection. I'm like, I'm here for a day. She's like, but if you come back, we're going to open. I'm like, lady, I hate you.
Yes.
And you dumb barbecue.
Get a life. We're not moving here.
So I get the second best barbecue, City Barbecue, it's called, down right by the Lexington, downtown Lexington. I pick up Tom, we drive down there, and then they're blown away by our accents. We're flirting, we're high-fiving, we're fucking in the ice machine.
Oh, yeah.
And they give us free coupon for the next day.
Hey!
Pretty good.
Wait a minute. We were both in Lexington in the same week.
Yes.
That is bananas.
That's what I was going to get to.
Oh, sorry.
This is amazing. So we drive over, we park at Rupp Arena, home of the Wildcats.
That's what yeah.
So I park there, and it's like 4 PM. It's $15 for parking. I'm like, that's so cheap. And I go, hey, who do I pay? And they go, oh, it's before 5. There's no one here to take your money, so it's free.
Boy, that's a small town right there.
I got to move to Kentucky.
Yeah.
You show up early, they go, yeah, you're free. And they're losing, there's like 100 cars.
Wow.
I'm like, you're losing thousands of dollars.
Yeah, these idiots.
You can pay someone $6 to stand there.
Jesus.
And they go, nah, it's free.
They're losing money on parking, on BBQ. They're crazy.
Nuts. So we go, and then what's fun about these Pearl Jam shows is we take over the city. Like New York and Philadelphia and stuff like that, it's like a real hip rock and roll area. But we go to Lexington, everyone's just flying in, and you see everyone's wearing their Pearl Jam gear. I'm wearing my Bernie shirt, so everyone knows, like, hey, this guy, that guy. And every bar is playing all Pearl Jam. We're out in the street. We're taking our beers into the street. You're bumping into old people. What shows were you at? I was at 89. I was at 75. And it's such a great atmosphere. This homeless woman came over. She drew a picture of us for $5. I put it on Instagram.
I saw it. It wasn't great.
And she really concentrated, though. It was fun. She was quite sweet.
Yeah.
And so that happened, and then we're yucking it. And then Tom is just like, he's in like a good mood, and we're laughing. Great. And this is the thing I wanted to talk about. Like, we have this relationship, and we made it into a show. So now when we're hanging out talking, it's similar to the podcast. It's become a show. But we're just hanging out, telling stories. But you forget, like, I'm having that with Tom. I'm like, this is a show.
Oh, he's the king.
We're just dying laughing, and it's such a special thing that we're just trying to make it, maybe love the podcast, because I'm like, we're just hanging out, trying to make each other laugh, and that's what we're doing. Except it's not, there's nobody there. I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm dying. I was like, people would be shitting their pants if they were listening to this.
He's the quickest guy. He's so fast.
So funny, and we're just yucking. It's like the old days. Like, I'm getting like teared up because I'm like, we were together all the time back in the day, and I never see him anymore, but we're like, it's just hitting stride. It's like the old days, and we're just dying laughing. I was like, boy, this is a special relationship, and we're meeting all these people, and he's talking to everybody, because he's like the yin to my yang over there.
He's more extroverted.
Yeah, he's like, get over here, you knuckleheads, and then he's like, Joe, tell him the story, and then once someone introduces you as like, this guy's hilarious, tell the story.
You gotta bring it.
Now I'm zipping and zapping, and it was just really fun, and finally it's time to go over the show. He's drunk, we're laughing, and we go over, and I have shitty tickets, because usually I have fan club tickets, but these ones I got general sales.
Ouch.
So I go, I'm going to upgrade us. I'm upgrading our seats. And Tom's like, I have no money. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'll pay. So we're sitting in there. We get seats right behind the stage, front row, like behind the stage. You have the whole perspective of the whole crowd.
You want behind?
Sometimes behind is cool.
The doggy style stage.
They're a little cheaper, but you get to see the audience reaction, and you're actually the closest to the band because you're back there.
And I'm sure they turn around every now and then.
Yeah, and they come over, they wave, and then you see them come out, which is so cool. You see the moment the band appears, which is magical. So we're sitting there, we're hugging, we're like high-fiving, you meet everyone around you. I'm like, I recognize you from the Garden 98. He's like, that's right. I'm like, oh my God, it's like a family.
Wow.
So then the lights go down, the show starts. I mean, it's magical. He's crying, I'm crying, we're kissing. It's an unbelievable show. 3.5 hours, and the show ends, and I realize Amy Schumer is the next performance, and you're opening, so you're the next performer.
Yes.
Pearl Jam says goodbye. They're waving. They leave. The next human being in the building on the stage performing is Mark Norman.
Isn't that something?
Mind blowing.
Wow.
I'm texting you pictures. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, Vetter, Normand,
Unbelievable.
Schumer.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that was, we left there. It's pouring rain. We drive back to Dayton. We fuck. It's crazy.
Showbiz, huh? We're doing it, kid.
Unbelievable. You're in the dressing room that Pearl Jam was in 3 days earlier.
Wow.
And how was that?
Oh, my God. That was amazing. All these cities are great because it's just her fans. So they just fly in and they just swarm in. It's like cockroaches. You know, you can just see them all trickling in and they fill up the seats and they're just so hot and ready to go. And it's not exactly Sin City over there. So this is the big ticket.
Right.
You know, for comedy, not music.
Yeah. I mean,
And
she's Pearl Jam.
She's Pearl
The
Jam
people
of
come
comedy.
in. They
Yeah.
probably meet and talk about past shows.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're just crazy, and you riff on the town a little bit, and they love that. You know, like you just go up and you go, "Where the hell are we?" And they're all, he's talking about us,
Right?
You know, and yeah, the shows are great. But here's a weird thing. So I've been opening for Schumer for 7 years now, and the whole time she's always trying to cut my time. You know, she's always like, it says 30 in the writer, but just do 15. Just do 15. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's
Right.
not, she doesn't hate me. She's just like, I want to go home. The less time you do, the less time I do. We'll get the hell out of Dodge. So I'm walking on stage. I'm like, I'll probably have to do, 10, 15, maybe 20. She goes, do 25. So I was like, shit. And I had it in my head to do 10.
Oh, boy.
So when you have in your head to do 10, you're like, I don't know what jokes to do. Fuck, I haven't put anything together. So I'm walking on stage. She goes, do 25. So now I'm just in front of 10,000 people, clueless.
Right.
I had 10 minutes planned. Now I have to double that and add 5.
Yes.
So I'm up there and I'm just swimming a little bit, and it made the show better. I was just riffing around. I was pulling stuff out of the thin air, and I was doing old bits.
Right.
Killing. It was great.
Wow.
Got a couple applause breaks. Then I brought her up. She's got a whole new hour.
Wow.
Already.
Gee whiz.
Jeez, she's so goddamn prolific.
Now, what's the visibility when you're on stage at Rupp Arena? Can you see anybody? Can you see the front row? Can you see everybody?
You see the front 4 rows maybe, and then if you get an applause break, they hit the lights a little bit, so you see everybody clapping, and you go, oh my God.
Wow.
I'm glad I couldn't see you before, because that was overwhelming.
Because there's 18,000 people there.
Unbelievable. I got some Instagram pics of it. She has this guy, Marcus. He's a really good photographer. And he gets on stage and he's just shooting behind you.
Right.
So when he starts developing that shit, I'm going to put those up. But it is a sight, my friend. And I always go, how you guys feel? And they go, yeah. And you feel it. You go back on your heels.
Right,
'cause
right.
It's so loud. And then we hightailed out of there. We went straight to we always go to the best steakhouse in town. You get the top private room. You order whatever you want. They had the seafood towers.
Wow.
It'll be like oysters on the bottom, scallops, then crab and, lobster. Unbelievable. The whole thing was great. And then you go back to the hotel. I drink alone. And then we fly out the next day to Hampton, Virginia, or whatever the hell.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we also rode horses.
Oh,
And
I saw a video there. She posts those little Instagram videos that are great.
That's Marcus.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's
You're all
good.
over there.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to ask,
cool.
what's with the winter coat on stage in the arena? How chilly is it in there?
I was eating. She made fun of me for about 10 minutes on that.
Yeah, you're wearing a bubble coat.
I was eating catering in the back, which I'm not supposed to do.
Yeah.
They have catering for the staff of the arena.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love a good home cooked meal.
What's going? The AC's on? What? Why
I was just wearing
a coat?
the bubble coat. It was freezing in Kentucky for some reason.
All right.
And then they go, Mark Norton. I just ran out. I didn't have time to take it off.
Oh, you're a kook.
I'm a kook, and she shit on me, and every tweet I got was like, nice coat, homo, and all that. So she got me on that one. I didn't even think twice. I was like, well, wearing a coat. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, she gave me the business.
All right. Well, we got a lot more, but tune in next week because we're going to have a whole chunky monkey next week.
Oh, yeah.
But we
good
gotta,
ice cream.
It takes us a while to unload all of our cum here.
Yeah, I'll just say one more thing about the horse, just so we can round off here.
All right. Round off to 57.
So the horse lady, Amy's like, I want to ride horses. And we get to the horse barn, and the lady's like, yeah, I can't ride today. It's too wet. And Amy goes, what the hell? Then we're leaving. And the lady goes, all right, you can ride one. So they get old glue stick out, you know. And, this woman is like, the horse woman is such a cunt. She's like,
oh, geez, a horse cunt.
Yeah, you have any experience? Amy's like, yeah, I've been riding for years. She's like, really? Amy's like, no. I just want to ride a horse.
Right.
And she's like, all right, here we go. And they go. She's like, she finds the worst horse. She's like, this is Scrappy or whatever. And she's like, all right, let's get Scrappy out. She's being a huge bitch the whole time. We go out into the farm area. And Amy's about to get on the horse. You know, she's standing up on a little stool, about to throw a leg over, and the photographer guy's clicking. You go, and the horse hears it, goes,
Oh, no.
It bucks.
Oh,
It
my
went up.
God.
Yeah, it neighed.
Oh, a stallion.
Yeah. So the lady goes, "Get the hell out of here!" So he
Oh,
yelled
wow.
at the photographer, and he was like, "Ah!" So he like runs out of the gate.
It's like a Val Kilmer horse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to
yes.
have you over for dinner, but the horse
Exactly.
says, hey, what the fuck?
Right.
Val Kilmer bucked.
Yes, he bucked. Uncle Buck.
Iceman.
Yeah. So
Tell
yeah.
us.
So then Amy's like, "Should I get on this thing?" She's like, "Yeah, whatever, get on it." So she rode around. It was fun.
What, did you ride the horse?
I didn't do it.
Nah.
The lady was too mean. I would like to get on that equine, but they scare me. Horses scare me.
Well, Christopher Reeves.
Exactly. I made that joke about 8 times, and they were like, "Cool it with the Reeves." that wasn't flying at the barn.
Yeah, it's like crash jokes on a plane
Yeah,
or 9/11
yeah.
jokes anywhere.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Superman can't walk. What kind of fucked up shit is that? It's a Chris Rock bit.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's not Superman. He's an actor that played Superman.
What's next? The Hulk gonna get the gout?
Stevie Wonder, we can't get him a peek? No, it doesn't make sense. All right. Well,
Yeah,
we
folks.
got to wrap up because I got to go meet my landlord and
Oh, yeah.
and Greek. I got to bring him an Easter egg basket or
I
whatever.
gotta get some baklava in me.
I got to get. Is that a thing similar to a box? Because I don't have any boxes.
You don't have any stuff either.
I got some stuff.
What do you got? You got
She's
photos.
I got tons of books.
Okay.
Books and framed, posters from DePaulo shows or whatever.
Aha.
Um,
You know what you need, folks, is buy a shirt.
Yes, merch cart.
Get a shirt Tuesdays, a shirt, a hoodie, a hat, whatever you like.
Yeah, we got hats and hoodies and T-shirts. Merch cart. Type in Tuesdays with Stories and
And so the site's been a little wonky, but it's up and running now. So get in there, toot sweet, and be the coolest cat in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and they haven't contacted that. The whole thing's real shady. So, but do it anyways. And I think money goes right to Luis Gomez.
Yeah.
What's
The
happening?
link is in the description of the episode.
Oh!
Great job, Messina. And so check us out live. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Hit the Facebook page. Email us. Some lady emailed us a bunch of nude photos. You see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Thank you. I think it was Leslie. So thanks for that, Les.
Oh, we love Les.
Yeah, great tattoos.
Yeah, and this weekend I'm at Morty's in Indianapolis. Come on out to Morty's in Indy. And next weekend, big weekend, Madison, Comedy on State in Madison. And
have you been there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Boy,
yeah.
the best in the biz.
Unbelievable. And Louisville coming up first weekend of June. Laughing Derby, I think that one is.
That's a cool room.
Yeah, and some other stuff. So hit me up on Instagram. I love Instagram, Joe List Comedy. And buy a shirt, merchcart.com, Tuesdays with Stories.
You said it. And I'll be at Zany's in Nashville in 2 weeks. And then check me out on Conan, May 23rd, fourth time on. Fourth time's the charm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be at the Comedy Mix in Vancouver the weekend after that. So we'll have a hot little month there.
Oh! And check out the Gulman special. It's About Time on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. But and Nikki Glazer, they both have specials. Friends.
You might hear a Joe List voice on that Gulman one.
Oh.
I forgot to bring them out. So check that out. It's huge. It's great. All right. We love you. Thank you. Bye.
Grounds where legends cry. Hopelessly watching music die. This has been a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media. Subscribe to new and archived episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, and find all of our shows at standuplabs.nyc.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Aha.